I am Shado, and this verdict has never been heard. What you are about to learn was buried, hidden from the public, kept in the shadows. Listen carefully, because Shado does not repeat himself. In the early hours of June 3rd, 2020, at precisely 2:23 a.m., a chilling silence enveloped the Algarve region of Portugal. The hum of distant waves crashing against the shore contrasted starkly with the frantic whispers of detectives combing through layers of decades-old evidence. But what did they find that could alter the course of a case that has haunted the world for over 16 years? Madeleine McCann was not just a name. She was a joyful child, her laughter echoing through the sun-soaked streets of Praia da Luz. Picture a 4-year-old with sandy blonde hair and bright green eyes, running barefoot, her favorite pink dress fluttering behind her. She loved the freedom of the beach, the feel of warm sand between her tiny toes, the comforting embrace of her parents after a day filled with exploration. For her, every moment was an adventure, and every sunset was a promise of tomorrow's fun. She would often draw doodles in the sand, her innocence a vivid contrast to the complexity of human nature surrounding her. But what the reports never mentioned was the deep-seated fear lurking beneath the surface of that idyllic holiday. The surveillance footage, grainy yet haunting, captured the unthinkable, a shadowy figure lingering at the resort where Maddie disappeared. This wasn't just a passerby, it was someone acutely aware of their surroundings. But who were they? But what did they want? But that detail would only make sense later. Imagine the implications of a stranger weaving through the lives of unsuspecting families. But what if that figure was someone intimately familiar with the area? Think about what that means. Really think about it. Each unanswered question pulls you deeper into the dark underbelly of a case cloaked in mystery. But what happened in those critical hours leading up to Maddie's disappearance? But how could a child vanish from the comfort of her parents' apartment without a trace? The deeper they dug, the more chilling the revelations became. Investigators found a series of disturbing links. The same figure spotted not just in Praia da Luz, in nearby towns, at times following the families that frequented the area. It's as if he were conducting a sinister game of cat and mouse, and he had been playing for years. And then a breakthrough. A witness stepped forward, claiming a man with a noticeable scar had been lurking around the holiday complex just days before Maddie vanished. This is what Shado found that no one else dared to say. A name was whispered in the shadows, Christian Bruckner, a name that sent shivers through the heart of every family in the community. But the authorities had their eyes on him. But could he be the key to unraveling this agonizing case? In the aftermath, the world held its breath. The media frenzy engulfed not only the investigators but also the family, who were thrust into the limelight again. Bruckner, a man with a history of sexual offenses, has faced scrutiny. But the agony for Maddie's parents continues. They have had to endure a cycle of hope and despair, waiting for justice, waiting to finally know what happened to their daughter. The shadows know more than you think. With every new twist, one question looms larger than the rest. Will the truth finally surface, or will this remain a painful enigma? Shado will return with the answer, but in the meantime, who do you believe is responsible for Maddie's disappearance? Leave your theory below. Shado reads every comment. The shadows know more than you think. Leave your verdict in the comments. And if you think you know the truth, Shado will return with the answer.